Hello, this is Tan from Artemis Oracle doing your reading today. Let's see what comes out. I'm not entirely sure what kind of reading I want to do. No, I don't want to do that kind of reading. Hope you're all doing well. Just want to see what comes out for today. Today is September 20, no, October, sorry. October 21st. Today is the new moon in Libra. So let's see. Well, Libra is all about justice, balance, equality, fairness. So let's see what that energy. I mean, it's the last few days of Libra season, and soon we're going to be entering Scorpio season. So there may be something. The fact that I'm even talking about this, there may be something that is going to be changing, transforming. That's going to bring some equality or reciprocity, some balance, and even some justice. There may be some karma being imparted on someone, or it could be karma that you may be facing, negative or positive. So you will know how that resonates with you. So you will know which way you were spinning that wheel of fortune. Okay, let's see what comes out. Greed. Ooh, all right. Rose. So we got greed, rose. Oh, guard. Ooh. Okay, the rose, I'm going to say something this is going to be very quick. Guard your rose. If you're feminine energy, because, you know, they call our cooch, the rose, our flower. Some of you may need to protect yourself, protect yourself. Use protection. There may be a greedy energy around you, someone who may be lazy, obsessive, cruel, stupid. That's what it says on the card, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. That could just be someone who's like a greedy energy, who maybe just wanted to take, maybe only wanting passionate love. Maybe they are obsessed with your cooch, you know, maybe they're obsessed with your flower, and then you have to protect yourself, you know. But it says protect, escort, teach. So I don't know. Maybe you're going to be putting up some sort of boundary to teach this person a lesson in some way about, you know. Yeah, it's funny. We see immortality. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is resurrection, sublimation, piety, and infinity. So I did mention Scorpio season's coming. So there may be an end of a cycle where you or someone may have been very greedy with taking something, or just, I don't want to say taking something because it sounds so negative, but I think you know what I mean. I'm not talking about the R way of taking things, but more so like that they've been not putting in as much effort in something, you know, and may have been thinking things were for the short term, maybe just thinking that this was a short love affair, maybe short, whatever. But it's like you have to protect yourself. Maybe somebody's being taught a lesson. I want to go into tarot. I want to know what this greed is, because the greed rose, I mean, I could read it like, yeah, you protect your cooch from some greedy person that likes cooch. You know, it could be very literal, or it could just be someone who's like eating up your time, your energy. But necessarily, good luck. I mentioned the Wheel of Fortune. That card came out. Says the destiny cycles, fate, change, karma, and I mentioned karma with the, okay, I think, oh wow, this is bad. Because I don't want to take the other cards, but I saw them. So, but the card that really stood out to me was poverty. I feel like someone who has been greedy. All right, this is what came to mind. Someone that's been, like, say someone's been greedy, right? But it's because I fucking hate this. Maybe because they feel like they got very lucky to find someone like you. Maybe when you and this person got in contact or connected, this person was feeling impoverished in some way. So it's like it's like in some way, this person was feeling some sort of lack, and they felt like, I don't know why I'm thinking love. It could even apply to a work situation because sometimes with work, some people get very lucky with the type of employees that they get. And the type of employees that they get are the ones that are hardworking, that go above and beyond, right? So maybe this person feels like they got very lucky to meet someone like you because they were in some sort of lack, but then they happened to meet somebody who kind of filled the void in some way. And it doesn't mean like they were empty or anything, but it could be that, but it could have been some other way. Maybe this person kind of meeting you or having you as an employee, how it resonates, please take it how it resonates. Um, they felt like they got lucky that you've done something that kind of brought some luck into their life, made some positive changes in their life. And there may be a bit of laziness on their part because you just came in and then you did whatever you did, but this person didn't really put in their effort, put in their work. They probably did the bare minimum just to say I did something, but not enough to say that they made significant changes or a significant contribution towards something. So I think with the more immortality card coming out, it's like indicating like whatever this was, like it may be coming to an end because you're maybe reaching this point where you feel like you've been giving into a situation. It could be a work situation, a friend situation. It could even be a love situation where you felt like you've been in a lack and that now you've realized that you have to protect what's precious to you because a rose is so beautiful, so delicate, so, valuable, but then someone may have been taking it for granted. Friendship. So it could be somebody that may have been a friend, someone that you consider a friend, and you will know who this is because this is someone that was in a lack. Maybe they had some financial issues and you helped them financially. Maybe they had issues with valuing themselves. They may have been experiencing some sort of hardship and you were a source of support and companionship to them. What else? It says community gathering, joy, reunion. What rose? Rewards. They always say I always hear the Nine of Cups. They say it's someone who's greedy. So this, because they have all these cups, and they're just sitting there and having all these cups, right? But this is about being at a place where you feel fulfilled. Emotionally filled, you're fulfilled, you feel like you have enough, you have more than enough. See, this is like saying this is basically confirming what I just said, that this person may have felt like in lack, and then them becoming friends with you, it kind of satisfied something within them, and it may be at this point now where they are already filled up, but at this point it's now they're overindulging in whatever you're doing, like maybe overindulging in being lazy, not putting in effort, not putting in the work. And like I said, it could be a love situation, it could be a friendship situation, it could be a work situation. So please take it message as it resonates. But it's like with the guard, it's like saying that now it's like maybe you're going to be putting up some boundaries, even though it says protect, escort, teach. I'm going more towards protect with the guard, because if you're dealing with someone who's greedy and someone who may be putting you at risk, because the sword is there. And it's funny, like, I'm thinking about the cards sword and rose. This is about truth and clarity being provided. It's like cutting through any illusions. I'm not sure which deck has that sword and rose. I don't know if it's this deck. I don't think it is. I think it's another love deck I have. Yeah, it's the one I know. It's another love oracle deck I have. that has the sword and rose card in it. So let's find out about this guard. Oh, what I wanted to say too is that when we got the good luck and poverty card, we got solitude, which is the nine. It's the nine. It's the 1010. When I was saying that, this is the hermit card, solitude. So this person possibly was feeling lonely, feeling isolated in some way, and trying to find a way to bring some sort of happiness, balance, and harmony into their own life. And then when they came across you, your friendship, your support, your companionship, whatever you were bringing to the table, is what kind of changed things in their favor, and is kind of helping lead them towards their harmony, and also some sort of healing. And this possibly could be the same for you too. But with the greed card, I mean, please take it as it resonates. It could easily be you or was greedy with somebody. I don't know who I'm reading for, but I know I'm reading for somebody. Okay, let's get to the guard. All right, guard. Let me change this. Okay, guard. Tell me about guard. 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 Tell me about guard. You have collaboration and making plans. Collaboration is the Three of Pentacles, and making plans is the Two of Wands. You know what I'm going to say too? Maybe some of you, when you came into this person's life, you probably in some way taught them something. Work with others to achieve a common goal by combining your skills and talents and making plans. Should you stay with the security of the unfamiliar or venture out into the unknown? Leaving home, taking risks, explorer, teamwork, skill creating, and building. So this kind of goes with the work situation, but we could work together with our friends, we could collaborate with friends, we could collaborate with colleagues, collaborate with our partners if we're in a relationship. So take it as it resonates. So I want to know more about this. I feel like somebody's feeling anxious, and they're feeling, because we got the Nine of Swords, somebody's feeling anxious about making some sort of plan, some sort of okay. If we look at this from a positive standpoint, this person may have been in a place of lack, right? And then they felt like they were, good. They got lucky. They were blessed to meet you. Because your friendship, it kind of helped them with some sort of difficult or challenging time that they may have been dealing with, or some, maybe it could have even been a transition, right? And maybe this person developed feelings for you, and whatever connection you have with them, they want to protect it. So the collaboration is trying to make making plans. It's like working together to create something, to build something together. This person may be wanting to do that. And I know when you consider the greed card, and I'm looking at the other words, laziness, obsession, cruelty, stupidity. Maybe in the past, this person has acted out in this way, and their greed has put them in this path where they were in a lack, where they were in poverty in some aspect of their life. And it could be in poverty with their finances, feeling lonely and not having friends or people who understood them, or even feeling left out in some way. And with you coming into their life, this is a positive because it could just easily be the negative. But, like I've mentioned, I like to look at both sides of the coin, So maybe this person sees your value, sees that they value your friendship, they value what you have brought into their life, and want to protect it. If it's like a love situation, because this is what it sounds, what the way I'm reading this now, it could be like they want to take they want to protect the relationship they have with you, whatever it is. But the anxiety may be a matter of them trying to worry, or they maybe overthinking it. Maybe they have some regret about their actions, or maybe inaction if they feel like that you've been giving more than I mean, we could go into that route of lack of equal reciprocity, which is something that is very. But look at this. Someone's feeling anxious about having a new beginning, with the Ace of Wands. Giving birth, inspiration, conception. And then we have building with collaboration. But then these are wands. Tell me more about what is this making plans? Like, let's see if we can narrow it down. Is this like love, or is this like work? Is this love or work? Yeah. Wow, we got the Temperance card. I think someone's trying to balance their emotions right now, kind of remain grounded. They may be feeling a surge of passion or fire within them, but also trying to temper their emotions, like that. But with the Knight of Wands coming out with the Action card, it's like this person wants to be direct. They want to be assertive about whatever they're thinking about, whatever has been causing them some anxiety. And they want to move forward confidently. They want to be able to approach this situation confidently. And we have the Guard card and the Knight of Swords, right? So, but with the Temperance is integration, adaptability, alchemy. Emotional alchemy is at work. Fiery emotions are calling its understanding, compassion. So it's like this person wants to take some sort of action, but it's kind of bringing them anxiety because maybe they don't really know exactly how to do that. So they may be trying to balance and center themselves, ground themselves in some way, ground their emotions or passions or whatever. It's like lighting a fire under them for them to take action. But that doesn't really say what this is because we don't know if it's love. Can you give us a card? Can you give us a card? Rejuvenation. This is like responsibilities. It's not really saying anything about love. Heartbreak, but it's heartbreak. There's some sort of pain, sadness, grief, or ending. You know what? It could be this. It could be you that's guarded, like I said, we started off with, and you're now like trying to find a way to kind of end a situation because you feel like this connection can be a burden to you, and you want to kind of move forward. You want to rejuvenate yourself. You want to, like we saw the Temperance card, you want to center and ground yourself and, recalibrate in a way, but move forward, But it's maybe like you could be worried about causing some heartbreak or sadness towards somebody because you want to heal. You want to heal and move away if there was something that you need to heal from, right? Or maybe there was a part of you that realized in this dynamic that there is some healing that you need to do, because if you got caught up in a situation, even with work, where you feel like you had to overcompensate to kind of prove your worth, prove your value, then you're at that point where like, okay, I'm ready to like leave the situation behind, kind of have a renewal, or restart, or reset, transform myself, transform the situation, and go towards what it's a wish fulfillment with the Star card showing up. But then it's like, wow, I could possibly break somebody's heart or cause sadness, or it could even break your own heart to move away from somebody, that you probably care about, or even a job you care about, but you feel like you're not being valued or appreciated, or Or you feel, oh, you're overwhelmed and like you do so much, but you get so little in return. It could be that. And you want to move towards excitement, you know? It could be exciting, but it could also be scary. It could also be sad, but then it's like you're ready to move past the sadness and or if this hasn't already happened and just see what comes of it. So yeah, that's the message I got. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope this was helpful to someone.